I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA Review. Today is June 12, Wednesday, 2024. Hope you had a good day today and you were safe. Pretty much. So if you watched yesterday's video, I was telling you that we had an outlook of being bullish, obviously, and shooting up, right? Getting somewhere up to the 19,600s area, possibly. And that's what we've done today. But where do we go from here will be interesting. Most likely, retracing, but we'll see. But that was in yesterday's video. You'll see today that we opened up, created that flat support, and then just shot up right at 8:30. And then at 8:30, go to a smaller time frame so you can see this. So shooting up here and shooting all the way up, right? And then bull flagging. Let me zoom in for you here. Little bull flag there. All right, so pops up, retraces, couple drives, right? 3 drives. And if you see on the 15-minute, they create the imbalance and they tag in. If you look at the 1 hour, no help there, but you could see it there, right? Going underneath that low. And that's all it was doing. You had a divergence here on NAS. So great buy right there. I participated after 2:30. But one thing is good about not having to be. First of all, I'm not going to try to catch this. That's number one. I'm not gambling today. I decided to do other things so I can get a chance to get ready for my trip. But and I also don't want to be a part of this bull flag. And yeah, that was a nice trade. Sure. You see the divergence there. You got higher lows here, right? So pushed up right after that, and then consolidated the rest of the whole day. Which again, there's no reason to be a part of this day at all. Period. I mean, can you scalp? Sure, but I mean, it's like, what's the point, right? Like, you want to wait till 2:30 at minimum. Like obviously past 2:30, but you want to wait for the PM session in a day like this when you have CPI in the morning and you have the fund rates at 2:30, right? At 2 o'clock. So, and then the speech is at 2:30, right? So. We get that nice push back up, and then here, let me go back to this here, just to show you that. Well, I'll show you the trade in a second, but so bull flag in here doesn't even retrace deep, and this is why you don't want to be a part of a day like this when you got so much emptiness, that is not being retraced back to. Look at the gap right here. That would be obviously a dangling carrot. It's still a dangling carrot right now. And then we don't even get below 25%, the first 25% of the opening range. So I mean, again, that's what I'm saying. It's no, like, if you took this buy right here, you could have took it to this high. But I mean, it's like after that, it's like, what are you gonna do, bro? Like even taking this sell right here, this is a nice sell. You can see the body's at 50%. And wait 3 drives. 2 drives would have been probably normal to wait for. But you do have that imbalance that hasn't been created on a higher time frame, so you can expect some type of dip into that, right? So 3rd drive right there, right? Hope that explains that. So otherwise, consolidation, and now to what's really going on. So after so here you go, 2 o'clock shoots the price down. Now you got this. Now they create this wick, right? So they create this wick here, and generally we'll look at 50% of the wick. And to see if it's respecting, and as you can see, it is respecting very nicely, actually, and that's how I take the trade. So with this setup, this is the setup. The setup is waiting for this 50% to be respected here, and then some liquidity taken at the same time. So as you see here, what's it called? Price comes down right here, and then wipes out that initial buy right there, or the liquidity, testing that 50% right here, and then sure enough, price shoots up for another high, retraces right there, buys up one more time. All right, doesn't take out that high, so it's building this liquidity, and then it decides to retrace all the way back again. Now right here is a perfect, this is now after 2:30. So the perfect opportunity is that the price came down and it wipes out that low and that low, okay? And doesn't take this low out, but is at the 50%. So as soon as this shoots down, literally, by the time I'm filled right here at the close, right? So beautiful next candle, doesn't take me out. And then obviously I have my stop loss here. And we had now built liquidity here, which some people will say, or they don't like to take trades that have equal lows there, but that's how they build liquidity, is they make the equal lows. Doesn't mean you still can't take the trade. So in this example, I can understand that price is going to come back here, but for the meantime, I'm trying to go up and wipe out obviously this big pool that they created, and then shoot it up to in between a half and one standard deviation if you measured the actual down move right here, this last down move right here. So it'd be, generally speaking, the actual 8:30. I'm sorry, not the 8:30. The 2 o'clock, the 2 p.m. actual candle. And as for projections, and sure enough, this is where I screenshot it. You can see we're on the overbought area here and be done. Now, when this was here, I was like, well, this is a chance for a good opportunity to sell. And honestly, it was just so quick, I couldn't even catch that motherfucker. And this thing dropped. So, yeah, man. And then on the 32nd, that's how I knew it was over with. On the 32nd, I'll go to a 32nd just so you can see it. But this candle here engulfed, came down and engulfed right here. See this candle right here? So when that, it was just over with. For me, I've already missed the sell. So I missed the sell already, but wasn't interested in taking one either. What did they do? They came and wiped that out. Market's still open, but then they came down and took out liquidity. So the general gist is, what's the setup? I mean, the setup is let it create an imbalance for you, and then I won't even drag that out, but let them create the imbalance for you so they can go inside it, and we're bullish. So you're trying to catch these tops and sell is just not a good idea. Why would you do that? As far as the CPI report and FOMC rate, the rates are the same. Powell talking his bullshit as usual, and some key factors in the speech was that they are confident in getting to 2% again, but not anytime soon. The growth of the economy is strong. And that's the data, right? It's all bullshit. But in general speaking, this is the setup. This is how you're gonna catch some of these setups here, right? What's your setup look like, right? But other than that, now to me, this is sort of a break of structure right here. And then we made a couple drives down, but we shifted back up. But to me, selling from here again to be bearish as a reversal could possibly happen, and us come back to balance some of this price, as you can see from this daily candle itself to the previous day, which would be Tuesday. It would be nice for us to come back down. So what I'm thinking is the Asia, London is going to push that price down a little bit more. So, because we still have news tomorrow and Friday. But yeah, so far we've got what we've outlined yesterday. And let me see, is there anything else? As far as the divergence goes, you can see that we had another push up here when we had a higher low right here. This higher low for Nas pushing us up, and then you got these lower lows right here. See that? Obviously Dow, look at Dow coming way underneath, and for some reason Dow is showing me like that the market is just really weak, but we'll see what happens. But that was a nice push up as well, right? That was the other thing that was gleaming for me to push up. So as you can see, right? So that being the case, and then when we were here on the top side, we had a nice divergence going on right there with Dow. So Dow was really weak, lower highs here. We had higher highs here, and higher highs here. You don't have to draw it, but you can see the lower highs there, and nice push down. So where do we go from here? They both have lower lows here, lower lows here, lower lows here. So they're in agreement there. So do we end up, obviously, do we push up, or is this a nice retracement back? This gap right here for Nas is really suspect. And right now, it does, to be honest with you, it does look like this is going to sell off from here. Not going to really draw it out too much or anything, but I mean, it does kind of look suspect right there. And these 3 down candles, this is resistance here. So didn't break that high. We'll see. I don't know. It really depends what they do here, but I could see a leg coming down. So I don't know. But sorry, I had a technical difficulty. Yeah, but you don't need to be involved. Like, what's the point of being involved? Like, I mean, you're not missing out on a day like this. Like, you're not missing out at all. Like, I don't see, what's the point here, man? Like, but yeah, other than that, did we talk about dollar? No, I just talked about the divergence here. Dollar. So dollar decided to obviously shoot down, right? So dollar shot down, wipe out some of that, all that buying area. To me, this looks bullish. I mean, when I was saying it was heavy here, we never broke any lower. So what did they do? They came up here and they shifted all the way up with strength. And then to me, that's a shift in structure as well. Looks like the bullish tools are getting respected. And we just came down to wipe out all those easy buyers. So at this point, we're sitting here. And where do we go from here? Well, I don't know. I mean, kind of back to square one, if you ask me. But as far as this goes, I mean, we're super over. Well, that doesn't mean much here in this scheme of things. But if, I'm really sticking back to what we outlined already. I really do see something like this going on, right? If it's the 5-year, and if it's not, watch the rest of this video. Actually, I can even go to it now. I was saying this. So as an idea, just picture this a little bit higher, right? Because we did go higher, so higher here. So this is still in the cards too, just higher, right? So yeah, man. Other than that, again, the purpose of what I'm trying to say is that you're not a slave to this chart, man. You don't have to be. Wait for this setup. Wait for a setup to show. You don't have to be involved. You don't, wait for the setup to occur. You know what setups look like. Just go in any previous video that we've made and just go look at all the good trades, and they're just all based off of certain setups, right? Like, I'm not trying to be involved in any of this. For what? I need more confirmation, and especially after 2:30 is the play that I usually will, the road I will usually take. But yeah, we'll see. All right, you guys take care and God bless.